some in-depth stock analysis on JP Chase, ticker JPM. Reason for this is we can see it sold off quite heavily today, around 4%, and is gone broken its previous low that we created about 1 or 2 weeks ago. Now this is, I'll say off the bat, quite a good buying opportunity if you're looking to get long, at least looking at the technical analysis using standard deviations. But as always, we'll go through analyze this like any normal stock, and that's by going onto a clean daily chart, seeing where are the gaps. We tend to use these gaps on what's price targets instead of actual entry targets, and we can see firstly there's a gap at around 141.75. This gap has been filled, so instead we'll be looking for the gap for 168, and really they're going to be the two main gaps we're looking at. Actually, we could even consider this one as well, the 160, 175. These are going to be the main ones we're looking at, because when you're looking at the chart, whether you're looking for gap fills or not, these stand out very clearly. So whether people trade gap fills or not, these will tend to be stronger levels of support and resistance than just like less obvious gap fills. For example, one here at the 170 or 148. Yes, it's still a gap fill, but they don't tend to be as strong. Now we'll go over to the standard deviation chart, so we can start seeing where are our levels where we'd be looking to buy and where would our targets be. And we can see that on JPM on the 4 hour, its third deviation is at 136, and on the daily, its third deviation is at 139. This means JPM is below both its third deviation on both the 4 hour and the daily. When you see this, if it's a blue chip stock or stock that you believe in long term, this is usually considered a great buying opportunity, because the stock shouldn't be outside of this level for long. But even if it is, you're getting a very discounted price, especially when you're looking at the past 180 days if you're looking on the 4 hour, and past year if you're looking on the daily chart. One thing to take into account though is JPM, obviously you do take on some risk with investing in JPM now compared to some other banks. The main reason for that is they do have more business out of Russia, and obviously you've got the Russia-Ukraine news happening now, so that could be one reason JPM is selling off greater than its counterparties such as like Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and those kind of stocks. That's one thing to take into account when taking JPM, but it is usually the main banking stock I look to trade, because it's they tend to have the best balance sheet out of it. That's Jamie Dimon, their CEO, tends to focus on having a fortress balance sheet. And that's definitely something good, especially when markets are selling off. It's something I tend to look for because there's more value in the actual stock. But either way, anything below 140 is really a really good price on JPM, at least looking at this. So I personally did buy some more today below 140, and yeah, below 140 is considered a great price. Below 136, super discounted. And yeah, if you can buy any level below there, again, it's quite discounted. So now we're going to talk about more where our levels are to start looking at profits. We have one at 143.80 and the next one at 146. These ones are quite close, so that if you're looking more for like day trades or very short-term swings for 1, 2, maybe 3 day swings, these are probably going to be the levels you're looking at. But if you're looking for longer term swings such as myself, you instead use these levels more as a place to either move your stops to break even, or at least just move your stops, and you may want to lock in some profits here, because here you'll probably get some sort of resistance, but we would overall expect it to kind of break out of that level and kind of push towards that statistical mean. So then our next targets would be 151 and 153. Again, this is the first deviation on the 4 hour and daily. So again, same kind of mindset with this, is probably an area where we look to lock in more profits and move our stops. But really, and our kind of final key target, unless you're looking at it for investment, if you're looking as an actual trade, our final target is going to be around 158, because that is statistical mean on the 4 hour. That is as close to statistical mean out of the two stocks, and statistical mean is where we usually look to trade to, because as we know, whether you're looking at trading or not, things try to always reverse to their mean. So trading to that mean is usually the goal. And it doesn't tend to make sense holding past this level, because then it's a lot more of a gamble where they will continue up or down. But overall, that is kind of the main breakdown on JPM Chase. The price we're at now, considered very discounted and low risk to be buying. Main targets are going to be 143, 146 if you're looking at it as a very short-term swing or a day trade. If you're looking at it for more of a normal swing, a week to a few weeks, 151 and 153 are going to be those next kind of key targets where we're going to look at locking some profits and move our stops, and then 158 where we'll look to close the whole position. Obviously, if you're looking to invest, then that 158 you can hold past it, but you could use this as a level where you may think, okay, we won't add any more size into JP Morgan at that level, and instead go to some other stocks which are maybe sold off a bit heavier. But really, that is the overall breakdown of JP Morgan Chase. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you next one, and that's it. Peace.
It only takes 4 or 5 seconds, we're about to fold. It's sinking or swimming.